We're talking about Knowledge of the Future in movies, YouTube channel, Easter Egg Psychic. Alright, it's 1995, and the 20th Century Fox X-Men movies are several years away. The Marvel Cinematic Universe of comic book-based superhero films are 10 years away. And I thought I would point out a very interesting, possibly future-leaning predictive reference to what appears to be Iron Man. And you can see this in the 1995 PC computer video game Star Trek The Next Generation, A Final Unity. This was developed by Spectrum Holobyte, an adventure-based game sold on CD-ROM. The original cast of the Star Trek The Next Generation TV series, which ran between 87 and 94, can be heard in this. These include Patrick Stewart, Jonathan Frakes, LeVar Burton, Michael Dorn, Gates McFadden, Marina Sirtis, Brent Spiner. This is the second major away mission. It takes place on the planet Moratia, the location of a nature preserve. The aliens appear to be ape-like. Alright, so in the course of this story, there's an area called the shuttle dock. And note the design of the shuttlecraft itself. I thought this very similar to the helmet of the Marvel comic book character Iron Man. And you might see this and think, why does it look like that? But actually, in the future, there would be many links between Star Trek and Marvel-based films and TV series. Now, Iron Man in 2008 kicked off the Marvel Cinematic Universe, directed by Jon Favreau and starring Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, and Jeff Bridges. Now, one relevant link, I think, is the fact that both Downey and Doctor Strange actor Benedict Cumberbatch portrayed Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's classic literary detective Sherlock Holmes. If you remember some of the Next Generation stories, Holmes was played by the android Lieutenant Commander Data as a holodeck fantasy. Now, Downey was in Sherlock Holmes in 2009, directed by Guy Ritchie, with a cast that included Jude Law and Rachel McAdams. Sherlock was another modern retelling of these stories, co-created by Doctor Who collaborators Mark Gatiss and Stephen Moffat. This ran between 2010 and 2017, broadcast on the BBC, starring Cumberbatch. Martin Freeman played Watson in this. Star Trek's Patrick Stewart later played the mutant mentor Professor Charles Xavier in the X-Men films from 2000. Actor Chris Hemsworth was another who was in both Star Trek and a Marvel comic book movie. He, of course, was Thor from the 2011 debut. This was directed by Kenneth Branagh with a story by J. Michael Straczynski, co-starred Natalie Portman, Tom Hiddleston. In the 2009 Star Trek reboot film directed by J.J. Abrams, Hemsworth played George Kirk, father of James T. Kirk. And in this cast you'll find Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, Leonard Nimoy, Winona Ryder, Carl Urban, Zoe Saldana, Simon Pegg, John Cho, Anton Yelchin, Eric Bana. Yeah, there are others. Kelsey Grammer, I think appropriate to the theme of this game mission in A Final Unity, played Beast in the X-Men films and also was a starship captain. Morgan Bateson, whose ship and crew traveled close to 100 years into the future in the Next Generation episode Cause and Effect. I think actress Majel Barrett is worth mentioning as well. She originally played the second in command on the bridge of the Enterprise in the pilot classic Star Trek TV episode The Cage in 1965. She was, of course, married to Gene Roddenberry, and her voice was famously used for the computer in future Star Trek series, including The Next Generation. She also came back played the character Luxwana Troy, who's the mother of Enterprise D Counselor Deanna Troy. Now, Majel Barrett did some work over the years related to Marvel. She voiced the character Anna Watson in Spider-Man the Animated Series, 17 episodes, which ran between 1994 and 1998. My YouTube channel is Easter Egg Psychic. There I go back, I look at movies and television from the past. I analyze these for possible references to future media. These may appear in the form of anecdotes, idioms, anagrams, hidden in the subtext of the work in question. I also use an unconventional method where I look at the likenesses of the actors. And what I found is you can take the likenesses, match these up to some of the anecdotal items, and show past, present, and future information about actors and other personalities who may resemble the personalities in the movie or television episode that you're watching. My email contact is eastereggguy, that's GUY, @yahoo.com. Thanks for watching.